Welcome to Daily Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here with a few points to save taxes and stay out of tax trouble. Let's jump right in. Today's topic is 8 types of tax risk. Now, normally on this show, we focus on everyday practical issues, specifically focused on small business operators. This topic is a little bit theoretical, a little bit abstract, but bear with me. I think it'll point out some useful concept. So when we talk about tax risk, there are at least 8 different types. And again, as the title suggests, we tend not to think about them, and it might be useful to once in a while to consider a wider range of risks in our daily tax decisions and operations. So the first one that we tend to think about is legal. Is it legal? Is it not? Is it tax fraud? That's the question that comes most often in social media and in other discussions. That tends to be where we focus most attention. Ethical, slightly different, and we cover that on this show. There is a fine line between what's legal and what's ethical, and I do get into pointing that out in different episodes. Statistical, I often say we can't make tax decisions based on our risk of getting caught, but statistical encompasses a lot of other areas as well. What is a high probability of success? What's a low probability of success? All those things do come into play. They're not known for certain, so there is risk involved. Strategic. Sometimes we attempt a business plan, a path, an approach, and it just plain turns out to be wrong. Last night's Daily Tax Minute, I pointed out one of those examples where I just had to go back and start all over again because the strategy was wrong from the start. Interpretational risk. A lot of tax court cases focus on interpretational risk. Nobody was trying to lie or cheat or steal. It's just that the IRS saw it differently than the taxpayer did. So they have to go to tax court and see how the judge views that particular issue in that particular case. There's operational. We talk about that a lot. Just plain, bad records, or thinking you made a payment and the payment didn't get there. It was IRS applied it in the wrong place. Whatever. All types of things that are a risk from an operational standpoint. Technology related is the seventh one, and that's we're hearing more and more about that ID theft and security issues, and when it comes down to what the cost of resolving a tax issue, a significant portion of it is dealing with the technology, dealing with the security related issues. And then the last one, 8 out of 8, is reputational. We tend not to think about that, but I want to give a couple of examples. So if I put one client in a very shoddy tax shelter and IRS audits them and closes them down, there's a good chance that they're going to look and see how many other clients I've put in there as well. Let's turn around. What about for you? If you have a reputation of not paying quarterly taxes, and you're not compliant on paying advanced quarterly taxes now, when you go to make a call and ask for a favor and ask to be put on perhaps a questionable non-collectible status, or perhaps ask for additional consideration on penalty abatement, your reputation is going to come into play for tax behavior. So that's 8. There's probably more than 8 tax risks, but I thought that's a good thing to start with. That's more than enough for today. I would love to hear your thoughts, comments, feedback on social media. And of course, I'm always available for a one-on-one discussion of what's going on with you and your tax situation. I'm easy to reach at taxproblems.cpa for a no obligation private consultation. I'll be back tomorrow with another tax